Dusty Sonnenberg, field leader for Ohio Country Journal and the Ohio AgNet, and we are on the road with the Ohio Field Leader Roadshow in Darke County, just outside Versailles, Ohio, at Down Home Farms, and with me, Greg McGlinch. Greg, you guys have so many things going on here on the farm. Let's just do a quick, to start off, recap of everything you guys have going on. Obviously, traditional cash grain crops. You've got cover crops. You've got hops. You've got vegetables. You've got chickens out back. What are some of the other things?
So we also do, my kids also sell some eggs, and they raise the meat turkeys, of course, and sell some of that. But we also do some cleaning of our own cover crop grains. We grind grain for local distilleries, and we have some freezer pigs and just a whole host of things that we work with and try to help farmers in the community out with.
Even a mobile processing trailer I see in the background.
We do have that, yes. We, some friends and I engineered that baby up, and it's working pretty good. So it's quite the adventure out there, that's for sure.
Well, a lot of things going on, but one thing we want to talk about today is a lot of the efforts you guys have done here at your farm and working with other folks too, dealing with cover crops, nutrient management, water quality. You're working on a PhD at Ohio State looking at different things, but you guys not only use cover crops on your own farm, you raise the seed, you sell the seed, and you work with farmers through that whole management process. Talk a little bit about how you guys got started, where it's gone, and what farmers should consider in all that.
So my dad and I got started, it's been over 8 years ago, with cereal rye. That was kind of our staple cover crop that we got into. And then we also worked with medium red clover. But we got into it in the idea that we wanted to save some seed for ourselves and begin to really expand and use more of the cover crop. We also had kind of just a luck of the draw, a local distillery contacts us about getting cover crop seed, Indian Creek Distillery down in New Carlisle. So that kind of gave us another venture. But our goal was to begin to improve soil, retain nutrients, especially manure. We have adequate supplies of manure in this area, and nitrogen, at that time was cheap, but it's starting to really creep up. So we wanted to find ways to really hold it in the soil. And working with farmers, we got to look at those goals too. When they call, I'm like, well, what's your end goal? And a lot of times, they want either a forage, they want to protect the soil, hold nutrients in the ground. So from there, we'll take and work with them and develop a blend or ideas based on the season and their goals to make sure it fits their cropping rotations and so forth.
You mentioned a blend. Now, obviously, there's a lot of single monocrop type cover crops out there, but on your farm, you're doing a lot with some of those blends. Why blends, and talk about how those are complementary to each other?
So a couple things, in the summertime, we'll do a blend after we harvest our cereal rye. We've done just a monocrop of sorghum Sudan, but we've also expanded into the blends, mixing the legumes, a few grasses, and some brassicas. And the goal is in preparation for that next crop. So our corn crop, well, we're going to load up the legumes in the summer so that we can maybe generate some nitrogen credit for that upcoming crop. We're going to use the grass crops to hold any of the nitrogen from that manure we just applied, and use some of those brassicas or those tubers to begin to do some penetration of compaction or alleviate any drainage issues.
Definitely a total systems approach. We are again talking to Greg McGlinch, Down Home Farms, just outside of Versailles, Ohio, in Darke County. Greg, thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for coming on out.